afternoon. And happy Mother's Day to all the moms. And I'd like to welcome a friend of ours many years ago, Leslie over there, Leslie Lou. I don't know him. Just being a little boy. Back when I was in Ambassador College. It's been time moved so fast. Leslie is the uncle of Byron. Byron Lai, yeah, Byron Lai. Anyways, it's Mother's Day, and as we were singing, we were just so thankful to God. And today is also in a way a Christian event, because the Bible does say that we should give our fathers and mothers the honor and respect. For the past few days, I've seen pictures of people posting their moms on Facebook, and also my family posting my mom, and I started missing my mom, So a video of my mother dancing, and so that kind of, it's happy, but then you kind of miss. And one thing I think about my mom is just her unconditional love. There are times as you grow, as a child, you do things, not perfectly, but my mom has always shown us her unconditional love. That's one thing I know. So maybe out of respect for your mom, could you share, just we can get everybody involved, what quality or what lesson your mom has taught you? Sure, you remember your mom, right? Think about it. What have you learned from your mother? Anything? One word, two words? You're shy? Yes?
With my mom, since she did not go to school, she really strived for all of her kids to go to school. And I really appreciate how she put into action putting us in school all by herself, because my dad died early in their marriage.
Yes, my mother-in-law became widowed when they were still very young, and there were 5 kids. And so my mother-in-law, at age 35, took care of 5 kids and sent them to school and all of that. That's great. Anyone else? Mother. Yes,
my mom always told me to follow God.
Follow God. That's a great instruction. Debbie?
I wish I could show you a picture of my mom. She was just so beautiful. She's just very lovely, and she was a wonderful cook.
Mm-hmm.
And she died when I was about 5.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she also, what Ezra said, is she taught me to love God by her example.
Love God. Anyone else? Your mother. Mark?
Yeah, I think my mom has more patience in me than I have for myself.
More patient. Yeah. So it's good. It's good to remember. Some of you who I've lost my mom last year, and while you still have your mom, take care of her, love her as much as possible. Of course, some mothers, they think of motherhood not as probably, especially when you have little kids, right? What is motherhood? Somebody says that she really appreciate motherhood when the children are sleeping. Another one was, one thing I was reading from the internet. This young little child asked the mother, "Mom, what is that gray hair? You didn't have gray hair, now you have gray hair on your head." And the mother said, because she was tired, "It's whenever you disobey me, one black hair becomes gray. When you upset me." And the child says, okay, so that's the reason why grandma has a lot of gray hair now. But of course, moms and women are special. When God created Eve, and I was also reading where it says that almost everything that was created from non-living things. Like we men, we came from the dust of the ground, but the woman was created from the living. I think probably the only one at that time during the creation. And another woman said, God saves the best for the last. Of course, you guys may not appreciate that, but it's a joke. But it's true, though. Women are special, and when you go and read in the New Testament times, I mean, a lot of the examples there are really very good as far as mothers and as far as women are concerned. We don't have birthdays or anniversaries to celebrate this week. Past weeks we have quite a lot. We don't have any. So, anyways, unless there's someone, Otto, yes, yesterday. Otto and Sally, yesterday, both had their birthdays. But this coming week, we don't have any. Okay, so today we basically will have mothers, children will be speaking to us today. But also before that, I will also be asking John Ronquillo to share with us his experience or their experience with the 30-hour famine. This is a nationwide activity among many Christian organizations where teenagers volunteer to fast for 30 hours. And it has a lot of purpose, and we'll have John explain that to us. So John, would you care to share that to us now? The 30-hour famine, would you please stand? So we have John, Hazel, Aniel, David, and Dean. World Vision says that $30 is the budget for the average person. That's food in 1 month. That's $30. That's $1 a day. That's 33 cents a meal. Imagine if you go into a diet. Try, that might be a good idea. What can you eat with 33 cents? Rice and beans, probably, right? Not much, right? I mean, you cannot really, 33 cents, probably all carbs, maybe some carrots when it's on sale. But that's it, that's what they have. And in fact, there's another group that has that, there's a program like 5 days, they go into that program where for 5 days they only have like $1 a day. And that's what they do. Just, they put this money in the envelope, like, $5 for 5 days. That's it. And they have to get from that to eat. And then whatever they save, usually then they donate that to help. So it's a good thing, and I think our children, it's good for them to experience what it is to be hungry. Because probably in this country you don't experience that as much as with people there in the third world. So it's a good experience for them. They were grouped in different nations and tribes. And one particular tribe, all of them have handicap, or all of them are sick. Depending on the country. So they also feel how the other people in those countries feel with all the struggles and pain and all that. So it's a good activity, and I appreciate our teams joining that activity. Okay, now we will be having a blessing of children. So do we have children today? And we'll have Miss Reyes, grandmother, to ask God's blessing for the kids.